G'day folks, it's Cortezerino. I've had my building trousers on today, and now I have to go put said trousers in the wash because I got them wet. If you'd asked me a week ago, Cortez, can you build us a dome? I wouldn't have really had a clue. I could have replicated that one I did for my portal room, but other than that, I probably would have just built half a circle on top of a building and it would have looked terrible. But I'm really getting the hang of them now. I kind of know how to make them look good, and even though these domes all at first glance kind of look the same, there are three different types here. The one in the centre's completely different to the two at the back, and they're different to the two at the front. Different heights and circumferences and all that, and yeah, they're looking pretty good. So why have you built this huge building, Cortez? Well, first of all, I needed an access point for my tower from down here. So we come in the double doors which are open, and I've got a nice little staircase up to my bulk storage area, and we've got access to the twirly whirly walkway. But I've built it here because I'm trying to cover up the sugarcane farm, and we're nearly done. Once I get some walls into these domes, I'm not going to go too nuts with walls because you don't really need to keep the beasties out when you're in the middle of a lake. So I might do the walls with trapdoors or fences, something like that, so it's still nice and breezy. But we've almost finished covering up the sugarcane farm. I've just got a couple of walls of the tower to do in here, and then we're done. And the city's also starting to come together. I don't want to go too nuts with the city, like I've got all the buildings cramped up here, but this is technically supposed to be one building just with a bunch of domes on it. So I want to do a whole bunch more, just smaller ones, and I'm thinking what I want to do. Like if you look up here at my storage area, I've got this dopey little snow golem just sitting there. I didn't know where to put him, but that's where I've been getting my snow from. So I thought, wouldn't it be fun whenever I need something like that, a little micro farm, like a snow farm, or a place to convert my concrete powder into concrete, I can just build a little dome for it, and when I want it, I can just fly down and do the deed. So I'm thinking one of these domes on the side will be converted into my snow farm. Like I might put it right here. And it's pretty cool. Underneath, I've got this huge open area. Like my AFK fish is still here, although I haven't used it for a long time. But it'd be good to have a little snow farm in here, because then I can just drop all the drops down into a storage area below. And it's not going to be an eyesore. These domes at the back, there's actually no access for them at the moment. If you come in the front here, you can't get to it. You sort of have to jump on the edge of this block and scoot around the fence. But I was thinking the entrance to this dome might be on the side here, because I plan to have roads. Now, what kind of roads am I thinking? Well, kind of like this bridge over here, but like if I'm going to do a city, I need a main street, and I thought, wouldn't it be cool if the main street was just a huge circle that ran around all of my tower? Pretty wide, I think, because these domes, they look small, but they're actually like 15 blocks across. They're pretty big, so maybe starting about here, I have a big circular walkway going all the way around my tower, and I can build buildings on either side of that road. Now, the cool thing about this tower is I've built it in a very symmetrical fashion, but because of the twirly-whirly walkway, it's completely unsymmetrical because of that. So I thought, wouldn't it be cool to do a very symmetrical road, just a big circle going right around the build, and then I can haphazardly start putting buildings around it, which will make everything unsymmetrical again, which doesn't make a lot of sense, but I think it'll look cool in the end. But that is a big project for the entire season of the server. Although I do think I want to get to work on a circular road pretty soon, just so I can access areas around this building a little bit better. And then it's time to start thinking about our first bridge, because I kind of realized, I remember like a few weeks ago, a month ago, I used to see Crafting Manus taking a shortcut through my plains biome. it's a bit harder for her to do that now since I've started putting in the lake. So it would be polite, I think, if... well, she's probably got elytra wings now so she can fly by, but I think it'd be polite to start putting a bridge in so people can shortcut across the lake. So my big circular road won't be a bridge. It'll be solid like the foundations for these buildings here. But then the bridge, I sort of want it to arc up so you can go underneath in boats if you want to. But yeah, I'm not an expert at building bridges. Just like a week or two ago, I wasn't an expert at building domes. So we've got some learning to do. And I actually had a visitor the other day. Dino Gamer came round just for a look at the tower because I think he's building a tower too. And he left me a couple of signs here saying, "Hello, fellow tower builder from your Yanda." I don't even know what that means. He's British, so who knows what that means. Land of the fantasy realm. I think I know where that is. Came over to see the other towers, and wow, looking cool. Feel free to come visit. Now I know Danny and Crafting Mantis built a bridge over at his tower, so we might go over there and check it out. Now, even though I know where it is, I get a little bit lost in the Nether hub, so I think we might try and fly there. And because we have the world border around our world, I shouldn't get too lost on the way because we're all pretty close because of that world border. Not really within eyeshot most of the time, but you don't have to fly for very far before you find it. And my game is not loading in very quickly, so let's hope we don't crash. We're coming up on the medieval area, so we might get a glimpse of Dragon Tech's place on the way by. Oh, here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. I want to build some farmland. If any of you... Oh, I'm lost. I want to build some farmland because in my single-player world, a long, long time ago, I was building a really cool farming valley, and I loved that thing. I had a windmill and fields, even a vineyard, and I want to do the same thing here. I better not go over the ocean or I will get really lost. So I've been holding off doing anything like that because we've got the world border around us, there is not a lot of podsol to go around. I think I went the wrong direction. Let's go this way. Let's bring up the coordinates. Yeah, let's just head this way. See how we go. So, yes, we're coming up on Dragon Tech's place. I'm pretty sure it will be over here. Once I find his, I should be okay for coordinates. There it is. That is looking lovely, mate. So this is the question. I've been holding off doing it because there's not a lot of podsol left in our little area inside the world border. And when I build farmland, I use a lot of podsol. But I figured I can just use coarse dirt, and once the border comes down, we can grab some podsol and replace some stuff. So, do I build a medieval farmland? This is a question, guys. I want you to answer me in the comments. Somewhere around here in the medieval area, a windmill, some fields, just a lovely little tranquil area. Or do I go to the Greco-Roman area out in the savannah and build a vineyard? So let me know, guys. We're going to do one or the other, so I'll let you guys decide. We're eventually going to do both, but I'll let you decide which one we do first. And I think flying was a mistake, guys, because this is about where I thought Danny's place would... Oh, hang on, we've got a landmark. This is spawn. There's nothing happening out here yet, but I think this is like a fantasy area. It was also going to be kind of Celtic, but I don't know if anyone's really building to that theme just yet. Danny, where's your place? I am going to run out of rockets, and I don't have a creeper farm to get more. Maybe it's over here. Well, we found Llewellyn's place. We're back in the medieval area. He's building the mother of all castles here. And I really thought the fantasy area was over this way somewhere. Maybe I took the wrong turn at the wrong road. Come on, it's got to be here, guys. I think I'm going to... No, we found it! We found it! Here's Danny's place. And there's lava, apparently, so I have to be a little bit careful. Ooh, there's lots of bridges. Let's land before we have a terrible mistake. Now, I know what he's doing. Uh-oh. Oh, no, we're back. My computer just got fed up with me flying around and went to sleep. But it's okay again. We're back. So, what he's doing here, and I don't know if you need a special texture pack to really get the feel of it, although I'm sort of seeing it over there. He's got lava down the bottom and then different layers of different coloured glass, so you get a mist effect. And that's working. I think if you get a special sort of blendy sort of texture pack attached to your own, it looks a lot cooler. But that does look cool. So, okay, this is going to be very different from the kind of bridge that I want to do, because it's starting from a high point here and it's just covering a gap, whereas mine's going to be starting low and I kind of want it to arc up. He's got lava inside the bridge there. That is cool. That's very nice. Let's, I did bring a bed with me, but let's see if Danny's got a bed, because I don't really want to end up dying and respawning back here. Where's your... Do you actually have a base, or have you just got a bunch of chests sitting out here somewhere, dude? Oh, yes, he's just got a bunch of chests. I'm not going to sleep in that bed. That's a terrible mistake. Never put your bed right next to your chests. Although, I think in the time-lapse earlier... Ooh, I'll take that. That's exactly what I did in the time-lapse earlier. So if a creeper comes along, especially the way we've got the sleeping setup, where it takes forever for it to actually work. I've had zombies and spiders walk up and kick me out of the bed while I'm trying to sleep. Imagine if a creeper came up and blew that up. Danny, not good, not good. You lose all your chests, which are probably just full of dirt, so maybe it wouldn't matter. So I don't think I'm going to get to build my bridge in this episode, but this has given me an idea. These curved pillars he has. I think what I want to do is build one massive bridge that curves up rather than have a flat surface here. I want mine to be curved, but right in the center just have a single huge pillar holding the whole thing up. I think that would look pretty cool. Whether an engineer would look at it and go, Cortez, that is absolutely ridiculous, but I don't care. It's going to look awesome, I think. And I think I might take the portal home. I don't have many rockets left. Whoop, there goes a golem. You know, I love having my portal away from the base. In every base I've ever made, I've had the portal inside so it's nice and close. But there's nothing like just being able to come through a portal, especially when you're on a server and you've got other people coming to visit. And then being able to look up at your build, it looks really, really cool. And I've also got to make sure I put some parkland in here somewhere, probably raised up on one of these platforms, like grass and some trees. And you know, once I get rid of this entire plains biome, I might even get animals spawning on the grass, because there's nowhere else for them to spawn. So that could help me avoid having to have a sheep farm or a cow farm. I can get all my leather from just hacking away at the guys that spawn in. Oh yeah, this area's done. Since last episode I've mirrored it on the other side. Still a bit more to do around here, but I kind of want to get the bottom of the tower done before I continue building. Otherwise I'll have the entire insides, all the technical stuff of my tower done, and then I'll just look at it going, oh gosh, I don't want to have to cover that entire thing up. So I'm trying to cover it up as I go. But I haven't just been building, guys. I've been putting in item sorters. Let's jump down here. Well, I'll show you what I've done here first. So I've got my input for my Tango's, it's Tango's item sorter. I've got the input for it there. I've made it a little bit larger by putting extra chests that I can manually store things in between the different modules. Then we've got our output here. Then I've got the bulk storage. And it goes down into the area down here, and I've just run around putting all the different item sorters in. That was a bit of a pain, But it all works, and I've got a little hidden output chest for anything that gets overflown. Is that the word? Overflown? That overflows is probably the better way to say it. But yeah, look at this. This is wishful thinking. I've put one for gunpowder. Yeah, it's full of junk at the moment. I haven't finished moving all the cobble over to the other one. But yep, it all runs around here, and anything that doesn't find a spot will come down to this little hidden chest right here. But I've found a problem with my bulk storage, which maybe we'll fix in this episode, but we might fix in between episodes perhaps. Usually when I'm putting stuff into the bulk storage, I've been doing a lot of digging or something like that, and I've got tons of shulker boxes full, and I load up this chest, and in no time this chest is full, and I can't put anything else in there. So I think we need a shulker box unloader, and I'm not sure if I can fit one into this gap, but that'd be cool to throw them in there and let it all go into the bulk storage. And while I'm doing that, I might as well put a shulker box unloader on this side for the rest of my item sorter. But probably not doing that one today. I'm not sure I feel comfortable with you holding the camera back up. What are you doing? Mate, all you do all day long is just stand around, not moving. And suddenly, you can't sit still. You ready? Okay, that's better. All right, here we go. Well, what do you know, guys? I spent all this time talking about what we were going to do in the episode. But look at the time. The episode is running long, so let me know in the comments if I should build a medieval farm or a Greco-Roman vineyard, and maybe we'll get onto that next episode. But as for the big circular road I was talking about, I was hoping to get onto that this episode, but that'll have to wait. But who knows? Maybe I'll decide to do something completely different, and I won't even build the circular road. We'll have to wait and see. Give me the camera.